If you've been to OC more than a few times and you've driven past the infamous high-rise row, then you're probably familiar with that high-rise building with the odd flying saucer-shaped glass dome in front of it. That glass dome is the front of the Irene condominium located on 111th Street, and it houses a beautiful indoor pool. Or does it? Built in 1974, the Irene is 21 stories tall with 146 privately owned condominium residences. What most people might not be aware of is that the key identifying piece of the Irene history, that big glass dome indoor pool, might be a thing of the past. Before we talk about local rumors and gossip, let's take a deep dive into what we know about the Irene, including some features and benefits of this iconic Ocean City high-rise. First, for those of you that watched our previous videos, you know we're going to talk about what's nearby and why that's important. That's because we understand it's not only the condo or the property that impact our buyers and how they use their properties. We know it's also about the area and what's nearby. Those features, along with the condo, combine to create a beach lifestyle that's unique to each building. When you're at the beach, everything's within reach. No matter where you're staying, you're always a quick drive or bus ride away from anything in town. Whether that's our famous boardwalk, water slides, amusement parks, water sports, parasailing, local crab houses, or any of our local great golf courses. Here on 111th Street at the Irene condo, you've also got plenty to choose from that's just outside your door. Like many of the North End high-rise buildings, you're across the street from the Gold Coast Mall, where you'll find a great sushi bar, shopping, Dairy Queen, nicely renovated movie theater. Just down the street is the original Green Turtle and Ocean City's famous Pizza 2 Go's. Keep going and you'll find Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Wawa, and a local grocery store, all nearby. Everything you'll need for your next trip here to the beach is right here, all within a few short blocks of the Irene. And that's before we even mention Northside Park, North Ocean City's most famous attraction. With their indoor sports facility, outdoor ball fields, bike trails, playgrounds, this is one of Ocean City's largest and most popular green spaces, where they host the Winter Fest of Lights, summer concerts, art shows, 4th of July fireworks, and more. All of this is what living at the Irene condos is really about. We know that when you're buying at the beach, it's about being at the beach, not just the place. It's easy to walk you through a building or a condo and talk about the nice finishes, but that's not the immersive experience of what living at the beach is really like. That's why we take the time up front to talk about more than just the building and the floor plans. So here are a few things about the Irene that make it different from the rest of high-rise row. First, it's a direct oceanfront building, and we always like to point that out. Why? Because a lot of these high-rise buildings are not oceanfront buildings. Many of them sit sideways, giving 1 or maybe 2 units a direct oceanfront view, while the rest of the units have angled views or glimpses of the ocean if you look sideways out your balcony. No need to worry about that at the Irene. Every condo here is direct oceanfront. Second, we're going to talk about the building's smart design features. Much like the neighboring building Fountainhead Towers, the Irene is one of only a few buildings that offers this unique feature, where every single condo has not 1, but 2 private balconies. Take a moment and think about how amazing that really is. Owners in the Irene have their own private direct oceanfront balcony, but they also have their own private bayside balcony, offering sunrise to sunset views from the privacy of your own personal outdoor space. When you're at the beach, you're here for the views, and it's the one thing the Irene has plenty of. Third, let's go ahead and talk about the beautiful dome-shaped indoor pool the Irene has, or they don't have. To be honest, as we film this today, we don't know what the future holds for this structure. Here's what you need to know. The association has permanently closed the indoor pool. Sometime soon, they're going to vote about what to do next. As we understand it, that could be relocating their pool to the Oceanside sun deck, where it would be an outdoor pool. Or they might vote to rebuild the indoor pool where it sits today. Or maybe none of the above. The truth is, we don't know. Does this mean the iconic glass dome along the front of Coastal Highway could go away forever? Quite possibly, yes. So here's what matters when we talk about the Irene and what it's important we share with people. The Irene has been and will continue to be a great building. They have a solid track record of being a really well-run and well-managed association. Their financials look good, their reserve study looks good, both now and in the near future. So whether they elect to rebuild the pool, relocate the pool, or something else, nothing's going to change the fact that they're a solid building with great oceanfront views. So let's use this opportunity to segue into our discussion about the pros and cons of the building and the floor plans. If you grew up in a family with a lot of brothers and sisters, you probably had that one sibling that kept to themselves, didn't need all the attention. The Irene is a lot like that kid. It doesn't get all the local buzz, it doesn't have all the local accolades, but it also doesn't need them. With 140 residential units and 6 commercial units on the ground floor, it's nothing like its 300 or 400 unit peers. But it does have a special place in the Ocean City oceanfront landscape. That's because everyone doesn't need or want all the pools, all the arcades, the billiards room, the volleyball courts. Some people just want a really well-built, quiet beach retreat. So on that note, let's talk about what the Irene does have. The Irene has its reputation. It has a reputation for being a great oceanfront building. They have a beautiful, recently renovated secured lobby. They have assigned parking spots for each of the owners. They have an excellent on-site property management team. They have a multi-purpose room and a game room. They have a fitness center, and they have a stunning, elevated oceanfront sun deck. They have everything you need to enjoy a quiet, relaxing getaway to the beach. So how about the condos themselves? What floor plans does the Irene offer? Here is an easy way to understand the building. The Irene houses only 3-bedroom and 2-bedroom residences. Each floor at the Irene is bookended by the 3-bedroom end units. The largest floor plans get the corner locations. The interior residences are made up of 2 types of the 2-bedroom residences. And it's important to know the difference between those 2 types and why. If you pay attention to the listings in the Irene for long enough, you'll notice that some of the 2-bedroom condos might seem like they're priced a little lower than the rest, while others might seem overpriced. The truth is, they're priced this way for a reason. That's because some of the floor plans are twice as wide across the ocean front as others. You heard that right. Some of the 2-bedroom floor plans have almost twice as much oceanfront view as the other. So here's what you need to know. All of the 2-bedroom floor plans in the Irene are designed like an L. The 3 and 5 stack residences feature a floor plan where both bedrooms are in the back of the condo, and the skinny part of the L is on the ocean front. The rest of the 2-bedroom residences feature an oceanfront floor plan, a floor plan where the long part of the L is on the ocean front. It's an important bit of information for anyone to have, and it's a rather unique feature to this building, and one you should make sure you pay attention to along with the price before you buy. Both floor plans are great, both make great beach homes, and both benefit from having 2 private balconies. So which one's right? It's up to you. No matter what, when you're ready to make the move to the beach, just remember this. This is a 1970s built condominium building. And the building features and nearby features are all going to remain the same, no matter which residence is for sale you consider. So if you love the building and you love the area, don't forget that the cosmetics inside the condo can be changed pretty easily. What's outside cannot. 2 balconies, great building, great views, great location. That's what you're buying. We've seen some absolutely stunning renovations done inside these walls, which isn't hard to imagine when you think about it. Ocean and bay views, complemented by an oversized oceanfront balcony, wide open floor plans, oversized sliding glass doors, big living rooms, updated kitchens, updated bathrooms. The Irene is oceanfront living done right. So if you have any questions about the Irene, or if you'd like any more information on anything we covered today, let us know in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about what's for sale in the Irene, check out our pinned comment for a link of all the active listings in that building. Thanks for hanging out. Our goal is to give you the resources, tools, and knowledge to be the best and most savvy beach buyers. See you next episode.